Is the start. There you go. I was good, y'all. Welcome back to another podcast, bro. Y'all know we've been out for some days. Well, I've been out for some days and shit.
All right.
And it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault, bro. Yeah, we had a guest come on. It was supposed to come on Monday, but literally an hour before the podcast, bro, I went to go hoop and shit to get my workout. I came back, bro, throwing up. I fell off the toilet, bro. All types of shit, bro. But thank God for women, bro. I'm telling y'all, this why y'all need y'all a girl by y'all side. Look, I'm not taking that. This why y'all need y'all a girl, bro. Cause, bro, money not gonna be able to pick you up when you fucking sick and shit, bro. And women are the perfect kid, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
You don't want to do to be taken care of you.
Yeah, unless you're into that. If you're into that, that is what it is, bro. I'd rather have me a shorty on my side, not no man. But shit.
Yeah, but it wasn't Hollywood fault, though, y'all. Yeah, that was all me. I was sick and shit. I was out for 2 days, bro.
So be accountability, but shit, we got some guests today. You know what I'm saying? You want to go introduce yourself to the people?
What's going on, man? Yeah, my name's Ryan Korsz. I just kind of make this red pill kind of content, kind of transitioning from that into more of like, hey, how do we just become better men in general? Because I think there's just a bad rap around red pill. I think like there's a couple guys that take it too far with bashing women, and I don't think that shaming them is going to get anywhere, right? Like we need a woman leader to guide them. They're not going to listen to some guys saying like, you know what, you're a hoe. Like that, you know what I mean? It's like when you yell at your dog, they're like, oh, I kind of feel bad, but you don't like. You have to show them what they did. Like, hey, look what you did, right? Instead of just yelling at them all the time. But other than that, I have a social media marketing company, so I just do marketing and that type of stuff.
Hey, if you don't mind, after this, you mind if I have a word? I'm in kind of the same field I just started and shit, so you know.
Yeah, no problem.
Some words for advice and shit, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm no Imam Ghazi, right? Like I'm still on like I'd probably be closer to someone that's on their way up, you know. Like I'm still in that beginning phases. I mean, I'm definitely like further along than say if you were to just open up like Facebook advertising and try to run a campaign, but I'm not out here in a Bugatti yet. I do have my freedom. Like if I wanted to go to Thailand and go learn Muay Thai for 3 months, 6 months, I could. It wouldn't be the best decision because I'm trying to scale a business. I'm able to do that, right? Like it wouldn't be the best thing to do when you're trying to scale a business.
I'm like brand new to not a single client yet. Just started like last month. I do about 50 plus outreaches a day, like 50 follow-ups. I'm consistent with it, but still haven't had my clients.
What are you reaching out on?
Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm inside like this course. Mm-hmm. Well, not really a course. It's like this group, and it's like all young people. I don't know, like the nigga that teach me stuff, he 16 years old, make $18K a month, something like that. Yeah, so like he the head of that, and like, bro, it's insane how many. Hey, bro, you think that we young, and bro, they got 16, 13-year-olds inside there, bro, making bank, going crazy.
And I mean, everything with all of this, I don't know, after Ty Lopez really blew up, it got a lot of people on this e-commerce wave where it's like you were seeing all these super young kids with the drop shipping stores running SMMA stuff, and then NFTs came out. So you've got all these kids making money because it's all over the internet, and you're not really like having to provide ID and verification and do that stuff, right? Like Shopify is not like, oh, hey, prove that you're 18. So you got like these 13-year-olds out here like, hey, I'm using my allowance.
We used to be at too, so we already know how to go.
Hell yeah.
We used to do that. I closed down my store and shit. It wasn't working out really. Yeah. Because you had to put in money to make money. So, and then, upcoming and shit like that. All right, but let's backtrack a little bit. The red pill. You say your content is more of the red pill. The question I like to ask is like, what would you say is the problem with the red pill, and what's the benefits? Like, what's the pros and cons of the red pill?
So I think the pros of the red pill is just getting men proactive about their lives and kind of thinking deeper of, hey, why are we here? What's going to make us happy? And I think that that's really all it should be about. But where it's at today is you need to be 22 years old in a Lamborghini, right? And some people don't find enjoyment from that, and they just want the freedom to choose what they do with their time. And I think that's where the true freedom comes from. some people genuinely want to design buildings and be an architect. Yeah, you'll make a lot of money doing it, but it's not like you're out here becoming a billionaire from it. I mean, you could. Or there's some people that want to just make like pieces of art and live a simple life, but they have the freedom to do what they enjoy and make a healthy living out of it. But then you've got the opposite side where there's, I guess, the blue pill, right? Where they don't have any ambition or aspirations or anything that gets them up in the morning. And I think that's what has so many men attracted to the red pill, because they're able to look at it and be like, okay, I have these aspirations, I have this desire, I just don't know the right path, right? Like you have all these dreams, right? Like we all have all these dreams, but there's nobody there to hold your hand and do that, and nobody ever will be there to do that, right? So the red pill, the good thing about the red pill is it's telling you that you need accountability. Like you're the only one that's going to be able to save yourself. And I feel like so many people were scared to tell people that. I think the good thing about like Andrew Tate was like, I resonate more with those harsh truths where it's like, you're fucking up, right? Like you're messing up, dude. Like you're being a dickhead. And he was just there to tell you you're being a dickhead. And I was like, that's what I tell myself every day. Like I tell myself at least like 3 times a day. I'm like, oh, let's just watch Netflix, or let's just sit and do this. I'm like, you're being a little bitch. So it's like when you get mad at me because I call you a little bitch, I call myself a little bitch. So like treat other people how you treat yourself, right? That I treat myself that way. Like if I'm acting in a bitch way, right? Like it's something against me personally. Like, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So I think the main con though is probably the character to look at would be more Sneeko. So Sneeko, he kind of got like cucked by women. So his like girlfriend cucked him, and now he kind of takes all of his anger out on women. And he doesn't really contribute anything of like positivity to the community. It's more about like like so much like aggression in your face. Like I'm so angry, when it should be like peaceful. Like let's show people why they're wrong.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? I mean, I definitely, with my shorts content, that's where I'm going with my long form content, but my shorts content is more provocative for sure. Like, you got to be able to rise that intriguing perspective. Like, why are people going to stop and watch you? But I don't know. What do you guys think about the red pill content? What do you think's wrong with it or good with it?
A lot of people got that red pill rage. That's the problem. The moment they understand how women actually work, you know, they kind of like, all women are bitches, all women are this, all women are that. Instead of like, I don't know how they feel, but like, you get what I'm saying? Like they understand women now. So like the whole time it was being lied to, you know, mom saying, oh yeah, always be a nice
it's like
dude,
all that built up shit from the past. It's like they're finally taking it out. Yeah, that's what it is.
Figuring out everything was all a lie. The way you treat women, how women gonna treat you. A girl would never do you wrong. She love you for who you are. Blah blah blah. Boom, cheated on 3 times, bro. Like that's the problem with the red pill.
They put too much trust and dependency on women, and I think that's a really big problem with red pill. Is we take the accountability off of men. You're too focused on girls. Stop thinking about girls all the time.
Exactly.
Like, I'll be straight up. I have girls in my DM where I just don't even fucking respond because I don't have time. I do not have the time. It's such a distraction that it's not worth the distraction, right? Because then like I was with a girl last night and she was literally like, oh, well, let's go to the horse show on Saturday, or let's go to the pool on Saturday. You don't take any days off. And then she's like, but we can work this in. We'll work this in. So it's like trying to sidetrack what I'm trying to do. And it's just a distraction. So if you don't have it like that yet, and it's like, bro, I'm 24, like I'm on the come up, but I'm not here in a Bugatti. So I have to keep my head down, not be distracted by these girls. So I'm also telling people that I'm trying to lead. Hey, bro, keep your head down. Like I'm doing it. You should do it. And by the time that I'm up, you'll be up. Right, like that's my whole message is like, let's just focus together as a community and just grind, bro. It's grind season, man. Like if you just grind and you do not stop, like it would be unreasonable. Think about it. Like this guy Alex Hormozy, and like he's probably
I
my
got
number one leader. Like I look up to this guy so much.
I got the book
His
right
book,
here, bro.
hell
I
yeah,
got the
dude,
book right
let's
here,
go.
bro. You know,
Such a great book.
yes,
Dude
sir.
is just a genius, man. Like if you're gonna think about like a male role model, like just who's a fucking man, like that guy right there. He doesn't give a fuck, bro. He's like, I'm worth millions of dollars. I wear flannels. No, I don't drive supercars. I just do it for the sake of the game. Like I just like building businesses. Like he's not flexing on you. He's just actually trying to teach you how to build a business. And so he definitely knows way more than me, right? Like, so I respect him for that.
I agree with that 100%. Hey, bro, make sure y'all like up the video, bro. Subscribe. Make sure y'all go show Ryan some love on his socials. There's going to be a link in the description, bro. For all y'all that say that our podcast not bring no value, we just 18 and 19-year-olds talking bullshit. If y'all don't want to listen to us, that's why we bring on guests that's older than us. They've been through more shit than us, understand life more than us. And it's the value right here. If y'all don't want to listen to us, look, you got people like Ryan that's giving you the real right now. You ain't got to listen to us, bro. But you could damn sure take something from him. So, hey, make sure y'all subscribe, bro. Show some love, bro.
Bro, you just gotta try. Honestly, you just gotta. I think a lot of people are too scared to try because they're too scared to fail. But if you fail, that doesn't mean you lost. Like you only lose when you quit, bro. Like straight up.
That's what we be saying all the time. Like you can't lose if you never stop trying. If you keep trying, eventually you're gonna win. You're gonna get to the finish line. It's like people just lack that motivation. I feel like.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm applying that towards like business too. Cause I had what you call like a shiny object syndrome, something like that. Like I see one business hopping, e-commerce to copywriting, this to that. But now I got this. I mean, obviously content, but like the agency stuff on side, I'm trying to scale up or whatever. I think I'm gonna focus on that for a long time.
Definitely.
Like even though I'm not seeing the results and it's been like 2 months or whatever, I'm gonna definitely like
stick with it. Okay, that's a good topic to get into because that is what held me back. Was I was seeing the shiny object syndrome. I was seeing you could drop shit, you could do this, and then when I was getting the ball rolling, and I would get 2 months into a thing, and I would start to see a little bit of progress, then a challenge would pop up, and then I'd see another shiny thing that looked better. YouTube automation, and I was like, maybe we should switch to YouTube automation. No, bro, you have to pick one thing, keep your head down, and keep working at it. And it's not gonna be like an easy thing. Like I've seen progress in my business, and I'm making some money, but I still every day I'll see this dude with their advertisements pop up on my screen, and they're flashing. Or I saw, you know what? It was today. I saw some dude flash day trading up, and he made like 17 grand in one trade, and I just started like binging his videos. I was like, it was just in seconds, and it gets you that like goldfish mentality, or like that like I just want to grab and do it, and it's gambling. In my opinion, all short-term trading is gambling. I mean, it's risk evaluation and trying to mitigate downside risk, but it's too risky. It's way too risky. So you just gotta focus, man. Like keep your head down. Choose if you're gonna do SMA, that's you now. Like that's who you are to the end of time. Unless like you're successful in it and now you're like, let's transition into something new. Yeah. But you have to already be successful at it, and maybe you can pass that business off to someone that can run it, right?
Nah, but it's crazy because the same thing started happening to me. I seen one day in the life of a trader or whatever, and then I just started. I'm like, wait, should I start trading? And it just like, they just be hitting me. The algorithm be like, I don't know, be in my brain or something like that. Nah, that's 100% though.
I did a little bit of trading. I did some trading. Like I would just do it on like a paper trading on like Trading View during like COVID, and it's addicting, man, because you see you start to like do all the charts, and you see what algorithms are working and stuff like that, and then you start hitting it, and you're like, oh, let's do it, but then you take a loss, and then you're like, oh. You know what I mean? Like, and there's definitely people that, I mean, you got to set stop loss. I don't know enough about it to really be like talking about it. I didn't really dive that much into it, but it's definitely addicting is what I'm saying. Like I could see the appeal, you know, especially if you can make such an upside by doing it. But it's definitely not something that I think for most people is sustainable. I think that for most people, if you put your head down into maybe like a service industry based business, maybe like SEO, social media marketing, like any kind of marketing or sales, dude, high ticket sales. I think I tell people this all the time, especially like when I'll live stream on TikTok or something. I say, what are you going to start a business and not know how to sell? Like the first thing you should do is learn how to sell if you're going to start a business. Like you're just going to start a business and not get any sales.
So let me ask you this, right? What's a good way to learn how to start selling? Is it just to start selling?
Like I would say Alex Ramosi, some of his stuff, and then just looking up sales. But honestly, just going. I tell people if you want to make money doing it, go solar, and you can make like $7,000 per sale. Go knock on doors. Like you'll get a sale every 50 doors you knock basically. I mean, not guaranteed. It depends on your skill. And you can obviously get it sooner and sooner and faster. But I mean, it's going to benefit you in so many ways in life. I did door to door and I was knocking doors and I was just making like $250 per sale. And I was getting like 3 or 4 of them a day. Number one sales guy. I only did it for really like a summer and a couple, a little further. And that was right before the Vidskis happened, COVID.
Yeah.
But I think it's a really important skill to have because it's going to help you even with girls, bro. If you're going and getting 1,000 doors slammed in your face, do you think the pretty girl at the store is going to intimidate you?
You ain't even go facts.
Yeah, facts. Got people telling you to like, fuck off all day long. Like,
facts.
Come on.
Facts. That's why I like that point that you had said earlier that it's not all about the women either too. And then like it's like the stuff that you'll do and like business could affect positively with you know, the way that you maneuver with women. All right, but I got one more question that I'm gonna let Hollow ask this question. I know you probably got one, but you know I like to ask it. So like what would you say is the number one problem with men today?
They're weak because they're told to be weak. They're told that it's not even that it's okay. You can be weak. I'm not saying that men can't cry or do that, but I don't want to surround myself with men that do or are like that. Facts. I'm sorry. I have nothing against it, but I'm not going to surround myself with that weakness because that weakness will rub off onto me. And you want to surround yourself with other people that have the same mindset as you. Facts. And I don't think that saying that is a wrong thing to say because I don't think I'm better than anybody. I think I have a better mindset than a lot of people. Some people want to give up on life and just want to play video games and eat hot Cheetos and just be complacent with working at Taco Bell. Cool, do your thing. We need people to do that. But that's not me. And I'm not going to hang out with people that are okay with doing that. I'm sorry. That's just how I am.
I felt that 100%, bro. Yeah. I stopped hanging around with lanes, but I still got one friend that's still simping and
shit. You got friends?
Shit.
I ain't got no friends no more.
Shit. Other than that, I only got this nigga right here.
The amount of friends I have lost since making content is absurd. But it just goes to show, like,
how many people you got in your circle right now? Like a handful.
I mean, I've got the people that are doing like back end of some of my content and business stuff. So we're getting like pretty close just by communicating with one another. I've got my mentors. They're all older than me, so we're all kind of doing our own thing. And then I've got a couple boys that are in the music industry because I used to produce music. I mean, I still do, but I was really taking it seriously back in the day. And then it really wore me down because you're just going out and partying all the time. And like I didn't want that lifestyle. Being in Miami, I was coming home at 5 a.m. every day. Or not every day, but like every weekend night. And then it would just go in and then trying to go work and reset your schedule, like sleep schedule is it's not it, bro. So I've got some friends from like the music industry and they're still into that. So I still kick it with them. So like those are more my party friends. Like I went out for the first time in like a year, but had a blast. Like I think you got to focus, but go have your fun every once in a while. I know I only did it once a year, but I was being psychotic about it. I was like, dude, I don't have time to waste. And then
I got to sacrifice.
But that's good. That's a good, like,
definitely got to sacrifice.
It's a good thing to sacrifice because at the end of the day, you're going to have all the time in the world once you already make it. You know what I'm saying? You make it, that's when you party and shit.
But that's you guys are lucky because you're realizing this 18, 19 years old, right? So maybe I might be a little bit ahead of you, but here's the thing. You got 5 years on me or 6 years, 5 or 6 years on me to catch up and get even further. Because like where I could be in 5 years, you could be 25 or 24 and be on top of the world. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So you got all the time. I wouldn't really super stress, but it's definitely good that you're cracking down on.
Yeah, I get
like,
what you're saying. A lot that.
Done, you know?
Yeah, the sacrifice. I most definitely had to put away the partying, the friends that like to waste time, won't stay up all day with the game, and just waste time. You just gotta sacrifice that, and then long term it's gonna hit different because you didn't have that at first. Not a party when you're making 6 figures or 7 figures, it's gonna hit different in a part. The party where you only making like 2,000, minimum wage.
100%.
Yeah, and definitely because once you get there too, you already had the practice from not partying when you're younger and shit. So if you're older and it's like, okay, I got to get work done now. It's not like, okay, but I really want to go to this party, but I have to get the work done. So it's like building good habits from a young age. That's what I think everybody should do because once you get older, like the habits you build when you're young, make it easier for when you're older. I'm trying to say
100%. I mean, that's why they say the only reason why people become millionaires is because they have a millionaire mentality. It's because they've done the boring work over and over and over to get them to where they are. It's not like they just woke up one day, unless they won the lottery or just got really extremely lucky and were rich. But typically they can't sustain that level of wealth because they don't have the mindset and the education, discipline to keep that wealth, because it's really easy to go spend it on stupid things. Like it'll go, you could spend 30 to 100 grand in Miami in like one night easy, bro. Like,
damn,
shit. I mean, probably not that. I mean, no, you could. I mean, if you just go buy one watch and then go to the club, definitely happens. But I've been around all of that. I used to work in like exotic vehicle industry. And so I was working on like Lamborghinis, Ferraris. This is when I was doing a bunch of I was focused on the music stuff, and then I was do the exotic car stuff. So my boss, he's like an older brother than me, basically my mentor, one of my mentors, and he's able to give me a lot of experiences that not a lot of people are able to have unless they become really rich. So it was a fun time to be able to experience Miami for all of its glory, but at the same time, it was one of the most depressing periods of my life because I didn't earn it. So I think a lot of the enjoyment from it is just being able to sit there and be like, I forget who said it, but looking back on your life when you were broke and being like, look at we made it. Like we created this.
Facts.
And it's not about the materialistic item. It's what it stands for. And it stands for what you've been able to manifest, right? And you've been able to create of a reality. It's like a symbol of your hard work and your blood, sweat, and tears. It has nothing to do with this. I mean, maybe it's part of it, maybe the status and stuff like that. You do feel like a badass driving a Lamborghini and people are like honking at you or waving at you, like, right? But it's not going to give you that sustained happiness, I guess. And I don't think happiness.
Yeah, that fulfillment.
The fulfillment, good word, because fulfillment's a way better word than happiness, because I think happiness is a choice. I think you can wake up and either be pissed off at the world because you're not where you want to be, or you can say, you know what, at least we're alive. Let's just do the most amount of work that we can possibly do to get to our greater goal. And as long as you knock your like KPIs, like your goals for the day, like, hey, I want to get these things done to go towards my bigger goal. Dude, it's 9, 10 at night. You finish that, whatever. You can go play a video game. You can go watch a TV show. Simmer down, like relax, like it's fine. You don't need to be just like a maniac.
Yeah, you earned it.
Just make sure you get what you say you're gonna do that day done. That's it. And if you do that for a long enough period of time, you'll at least make progress. You might not be Warren Buffett, but you will 100% be further along than someone that isn't doing that.
Yeah, I still struggle with that.
It would be so unreasonable.
I agree with that 100%. I still struggle with that a little bit today, like, cause like what we do is like we have our to-do list and some like I don't know stuff like that, and then we try to get it done every day and stuff like that, but I had some days where I went like 3 days straight, and then the next day I probably like fall off something like that. I definitely got to get consistent with it though, progress.
It definitely settles in when you get a little bit older, because you start seeing people graduate, you start seeing people doing this and that, and then you're like, shit, we got to get this ball rolling even faster.
Yep,
So then you start
100%.
realizing there's no time to waste, and that's why a lot of people lag on these 18 to 22 years, right? Like I really kind of got my shit together probably like 22 when I was 22. I'm 24 now, but when I was like 22, that's really when I was like going hard at it. And so I think a lot of people are just like coasting along 18 to 22, and then they're like kind of just hoping something comes along and just they'll find that fixing solution. And it's not really not like that. It's just choosing something that you've seen someone else be successful at, and then doing exactly what they did from top to bottom. Like I started doing this, and then it led to this. It sucked, completely sucked.
Facts.
But I kept doing it. Like it's gonna be hard, and there's a lot of things that no course is gonna teach you. You can only learn from doing it, and you're gonna be stuck, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, I'm really stressed out. Like I got a lot of problems." But if you just tell yourself, "I'm gonna figure it out." Like I've always figured it out in the past, because I mean, those problems aren't still weighing on me. Like the problems you had a year ago are probably gone, right? Because you figured it out. So just tell yourself you'll figure it out. You'll be able to focus on the objective at hand. I think instead of like it'll be way easier to focus on the objective of the problem instead of focusing on the stress of having a problem.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Chat, I'm learning me some stuff, bro. I'm learning me some stuff. All right, we got some chats real quick, bro, and then you can have your question. Shout out Ethical Pingo. Wait, did I say? And they definitely say Pingo. Pingo. LOL on God. I missed the old Sneeko. Look, my thing with Sneeko, I get what y'all saying about like the Lees, but I get his overall message. But like what his message can portray sometimes is like a lot of anger. Sometimes it can portray that to other people, but I don't get that from Sneeko though. But like I just get like a funny dude that wanna spread the truth.
Yeah. You guys see that clip of Sneeko recently though, with him waving the gun around and shit?
That was crazy, man.
Yeah,
like,
that made me look at him a different way when I seen that.
Yeah.
No, I ain't see.
Shit, I could try to pull it up real quick if I.
Yeah, he's a bit unhinged, and I saw Charlie Penguins. He was like threatening Charlie Penguins.
Yeah, that's
the thing. It's really childish.
It's the lock screen right there, bro.
Oh, I just think it's just childish. You've got a lot of young kids watching, right? And so you have to be really careful with what you're preaching and what you're saying. And when you're just saying all these women and all these women and all these women, and it's not all women. Just like there's bad men, there's bad women. You have to find the good men. It's not like all of us are out here that follow the red pill are sitting and building a business. A lot of them are just sitting eating hot Cheetos and playing video games like, I deserve a quality woman. You don't deserve shit. You don't put any work in, and you think that you deserve a quality woman. Like, where do you get off? So it's the same thing with women. You've got women that think they deserve a quality man but don't put any work in. But there's also good women. And so when you ostracize 50% of the population, you're going to get banned, dude. And when you start to like just be super hateful and create kind of a mob mentality, like I don't know. I don't know the guy personally, but from a content stance, I don't think his message is good to be promoted. And I understand kind of why he's banned. Andrew Tate, I don't get, but I mean,
Sneeko got a lot to learn. Yeah, he got a lot to learn too.
I found that clip
I get why Andrew Tate said he was a liability, because he is a liability. Like at the end of the day, he is a liability.
Oh, Andrew Tate said Sneeko a liability?
Yeah, like one of the things, like they didn't want him on his podcast on like one of their things because he was considered a liability to Andrew Tate.
Damn. Yeah. Hold on, let me see the clip though real quick.
I'm gonna show you the clip real quick, bro. This clip made me, it was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, this is like going a way too far, but I mean, shit. I don't know the man.
These are the only clips I'm watching, you are? Now the reason.
Hold on, it's not the full clip. Sorry about that. But let me find the clip.
You're good, but yeah, he was basically like waving a gun. Charlie's response was funny. Like I haven't really been that much of a fan of him, but he won me over on that video. Like not that I wasn't a fan, I just never got into his content. But I laughed so hard when he was like, "Nah, what these are mags. These aren't clips.
Yeah,
these
that
are
shit.
They pulled out like a big ass AR.
Damn, I didn't even know he did that.
It was so funny.
I didn't even know
I think he's so mad. I mean, I get it, man. Like if I was cucked, like Sneeko got cucked, watch some dude like bang my girl in front of me. I mean, the fact that he let that happen, and then
Oh wait, what
the
happened?
only reason
I
why
missed it.
he's really a millionaire is because he made his money off of his audience. Like without his audience, it's not like he's this business dude. So like they bring him on these podcasts talking about business, but he hasn't really started a business. He just made a business out of content, which is way different than actually starting a fundamental business without that exposure.
Have you seen Fresh and Fit before?
Yeah.
Oh, you think they podcast promote a good message? Nah.
Half and half. I think they bring a lot of idiotic girls on their podcast and then generalize that all women are like that when they're not. I mean, a lot of the girls I've spent a lot of time in Miami, and yeah, it's not the sharpest tools in the shed there, right? But that's all they're bringing on the podcast. But I have seen recently they did bring a couple smart girls on there, and they were saying some really logical.
Nah, they be bringing.
They
bring a lot of different type of women.
Yeah. No, I definitely think they're better than like Sneako's the only one that I'm like, hey man, you're giving a bad look to the whole red pill thing. That's it.
Yeah, I got the clip now. This it's a XQC's reaction to it, so it's not gonna be the original, but it's the best I can find right now.
Started dancing around with a gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, "Oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you," waving his gun around and dancing.
You want to watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips.
Yeah.
These are the only clips I'm watching.
It's comedy to me, but I could definitely understand why people would be like, because for one, it's probably kids and young men that is watching them, and it could be impressionable and you know they could take it the wrong way and they could probably think that it's cool to do stuff like that too. So I definitely see why people would say that. Damn, I didn't even know.
But you gotta hear his response. His response is the funny part. I'm not gonna lie. That's
why he like Jesus? Who is this?
Oh wait, it's muted.
It's muted.
Hold on.
Yeah, go back to that. Yeah, it's such a funny response, dude.
He said, "Show my clips." Oh, that's funny, bro.
And he pulls out his gun.
That's
he pulls out the AR.
Yeah, Sneaker got a lot to learn. I'm curious, like how he gonna be when he's 31. I'm very curious.
I mean, it was just like this, like out of left field thing that he did, right? Like he just became super aggressive all of a sudden, and I think the cause was his girl. Basically, he became a cop. He saw some dude fuck his girl right in front of him, and then that made him unhinged, right? Like it just stuff triggers people like that, and they just switch up. Because if you watch his old content, he was just thinking about like extra, like out there. Why is the world built the way that it is, and kind of questioning in like a logical way. And then he's super emotional with anger now. Like anger is controlling his judgment, I think.
So you think he got a lot of red pill rage?
Red pill rage, yeah. Just like take your anger out on women, and like I'm just mad because blah, 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 women are all bad, and it's like the ones that you've experienced are bad. Yeah, I mean if you're going to a strip club and trying to pick up girls, they're probably not going to be of quality. If you're going to any club or bar in Miami, probably not going to be the most quality girl, right? But
and going back to your other point before we play the clip, I 100% agree about the playing games and expecting a bad bitch or whatever. That's why I understand and we understand that you gotta build yourself up as a man to attract those type of women that you want. So you ain't gotta deal with the rest of them and shit. But I'm ready to see this clip though. I ain't gonna cap.
I don't know if you guys can hear it this time. Yes, here.
Now, the reason he keeps saying watch my clips while threatening me here is because during the stream I couldn't watch him live because he just kept shouting slurs. So I said, watch my clips to see what I was saying about you. I had to communicate via Twitch clips. And I'm sorry to be that guy. This is like the grammar piece of guns. But he's a fucking imbecile. You absolute buffoon. What you have here is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips. You absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is all mags. Anyway, sorry for dancing around with the gun.
Yo, I always thought like he was scrawny too, but he's got like one of those sleeper builds. He was like, oh, Sneeko, you got to go to the gym more, and like showed like his gym pictures, and he's kind of like built.
Damn.
I mean, he's at least toned. So I was like, oh, respect, man, respect. You gotta respect the dude that like is a gamer, right? And he's still just is in the gym getting this.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about him. I just seen that clip.
Bro,
I just thought the clip was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
He pulled out an AK, bro. What? I didn't even know he was like that, bro. I'm thinking, that's insane, though.
Funny to me.
Nah, but Sneeko, I understand his message, bro. But probably other people they won't be able to understand it. But I would agree that he should definitely switch up some things so he could be more understood by people. And I think that's advice that Tristan Tate gave him too, like when they went live and stuff, before the jail time and all of that extra stuff.
The one thing that I will give him is in that video, Penguins kind of says like, oh, hey, he's supporting this child porn cuties thing. But Sneeko's comment on it is basically mocking it. Like, oh, this is just something you'd see in everyday average life because this woke stuff has gotten so out of hand that it's not something that would be like, oh, wow, that's surprising to see in everyday life. Like, that's all he was I think that was his angle, but he took it in a way where he thought Sneeko was, like, supporting pedophilia, which, I mean, it didn't come across to me like that. If he is supporting it, I mean, screw the guy. I mean, I'm already really not a fan of him, but, like, even more, fuck him. Right?
Damn. Yeah, our opinion is different.
Yeah, oh yeah, I got some shit. I Nah, you get a couple of times. No, I got my notes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shit, I just want to know, like, how do you feel about these men that pedestalize the women? Like, not a high tier woman, not a wife, just like these hoes and strip clubs and shit. These strippers, like simps. I ain't want to have to say it, but the simps. How you feel about simps?
I think they're too focused on women. Like, it comes back to that. Like, why are you so focused on women when you could be focusing on, like, absorbing them? Like, I truthfully believe that the better you level up as a man, the more you're going to be noticed by women. When you walk in a room, like, you own the room. Like, you are the shit. People notice. And it might not be dudes, but it's going to be girls. Girls are like, who's that? If you're built, you're wearing a nice fit, right? You're talking with confidence. Like, you don't even have to be super fucking rich, bro. Like, you can just act like the part. You just have the confidence, and you're gonna steamroll all over these guys that are like, well, I got you flowers, and like, what are you doing? You're giving them too much attention all the time. And if guys just understood, like for me, example, I don't have time to be texting a girl all day. I just don't have it. It's not me trying to pretend to be busy and then like, oh, she didn't respond for an hour, so I'm not going to respond for 3. Like, no, bro, I don't have the time. I'm working. I'll respond at one time period a day. I'll set something up. Okay, let's hang out this weekend. That's it. She'll send me a couple Snapchats or messages throughout the day, and then it's like, I don't have time to respond to it. It's not like in their head, it's like, well, what is he doing? I'm working. Like, they're like trying to figure out the complex thing. Like, maybe he's like talking to all these other things. Like, maybe he's like going out at a day club in Miami. No, I'm working. Like, I'm not sitting here doing all this other shit. Like, I'm literally trying to build an empire. That's it.
And
like,
then that's something I had to learn too.
And just do
that's
that.
Something I had to learn too. Like, you focus on yourself, and then like the women will come after. Like, you focus on yourself, they just gonna. It's like a cherry on top. And then it works better if you prioritize your work instead of prioritizing
100%
women and stuff like that. So 100%. I definitely agree with that response. 100%. I had to learn the hard way a couple of times. Got cheated on. Was you ever sent before?
No.
Nah, you was never.
See, I've never had. This is a really tough thing to say, but I've never had a problem with women. I've never found it like an issue. It kind of runs in my family. Like, my grandfather will talk to anybody to the point where it's like they're trying to walk away and then he's walking with them. Like, they're trying to leave that conversation and he's like, well, Jimmy, and he's walking with them while they're trying to walk away. Like, he just can talk to anybody. And my dad, I mean, he works in an industry where he's around a lot of women all the time and he's dealing with women all day long and he's really good with women. And like, as a kid, I was always seeing him like, he was always just being like, thank you, dear, like flirting with all the baristas and stuff like that. So I've kind of like always seen that. And so I've always had that natural inclination to talk to women like that. Also, like, my favorite show growing up was How I Met Your Mother. So Barney Stinson, like, this playboy dude, was like the dopest thing. He was just like pulling all these girls. So I was always just like talking to girls. I was like, that guy's dope, wearing suits. And so that was never an issue. It was more like, okay, for me, it was more discipline with getting stuff done. Like I was more creative, wanted to go party, and I was like that cool dude that was like going and DJing and partying and living a wild lifestyle. And then it came to a point where it was like, yeah, this is dope, but I'm tired and it's not paying the bills. So we got to crack down on this like, build business thing. So it was just like, I've had my fun with girls. Let's just crack down on our business and get that going. Right. So I think a lot of guys have it mixed up. They'll maybe get the good grades in school, and they'll get good grade or go to college, or they'll start kind of trying to work towards something, but then they're distracted by the girls. I feel like girls are a big distraction for a lot of guys.
The biggest distraction.
And it mixes with the money thing too. Like when you first start a business, you're still like, I want to make as much money as possible. So you're trying to reach out to clients and you're trying to charge them $1,000, $5,000, trying to make a bag, but you don't have any experience. You don't have any previous clients to be like, hey, I got these results. You don't even know that what you're trying to sell them works. So you're just bringing bad business. So why are they going to trust you? It's the same thing with like girls. You don't have any achievements to show, hey, you're a guy that they should choose. It's not the girls that are out here being like scandalous and all this. It's that there's just a large majority of guys that are losers, and then girls are just attracted to them because they could be good looking. Right? Like there's a ton like good looking girls, there's good looking dudes, right? But how many dudes are like actually have their shit together, right?
Yeah.
And a girl doesn't have to have her shit together. All she has to be is good looking.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
So
this man dropping some fire, bro.
Facts. I ain't gonna let me share like up the
fire for y'all, bro.
Like up the video.
Y'all gotta listen to us. Y'all gotta listen to us, bro.
Yeah,
we bringing somebody else, bro.
Like the video.
Bro, we bringing somebody of value, bro. You do YouTube?
Yeah, I'm starting some long form content, so I'm more breaking down. Yeah, I'm breaking down like first video is actually like titled "How to Take Over the World," which is like a very like in your face kind of deal, and it just kind of stems from, I guess, mindset, like stoicism and stuff like that. But it's more about focus. Like first, like if you can have that mentality that I've been talking about, where you escape the noise, you get rid of it completely. All you're doing is working, maybe playing a video game for an hour before you go to bed, or watching a TV show. Go to bed, wake up, same time every day, have tasks to do and get it done. Just do that for a long enough period of time and you'll be successful. Like I truthfully believe that. Like I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm taking my notes. I'm taking my advice.
So am I. I'm about to run this podcast back.
I'm not saying it's like I'm some like I'm Ty Lopez out here. I'm like this multi-millionaire dude. I'm just saying like, yes, I do have my freedom and I can do what I choose to do. But not too long ago, I was super depressed and like, what am I doing with my life? And if you just try, bro, like that's why I say happiness is a choice, because if you just choose that, hey, it's on you, you're where you are in life because you haven't quite figured it out. So figure it out. Everything's a problem, but it's always able to be solved. So just break it down step by step and then take action day by day. And by doing that, you'll get further. You'll break away at that chunk. You might not have to complete the chunk today, but that boulder that you're chipping at, you'll eventually get rid of it. I don't know when.
And then that's the crazy part. Like for most of our questions, like we already know the answer.
That's all red pill is. Like we all know that.
Exactly. Like if you fat, you know the answer is to hit the gym. If you broke, you know the answer is to get money. It's like we all know the answer. We just need somebody to tell us that. I don't know why. It's just like some weird human. I don't know. It's just like we need somebody to tell us that for some reason. Yeah, it's very interesting. That's why the red pill like just so crazy too. Like you just need somebody to scream at you and tell you to get up off your ass. And
I think that's one of those content things that pisses me off though. Is I get all these kids in my in my DMs like, I got this girl, I like her, but I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Talk to her. Bro, like you know the answer.
I get them same ones.
To her. you shouldn't have to coerce a girl into sleeping with you or to liking you. Like, she's already made her decision in like the first 10 seconds is if she's interested, right? Like, not if she wants to have sex with you, but like if she's interested in continuing to conversate or having you in her life. That might, I don't know. I think a lot of guys are like, they're blinded by questions. They want to keep asking questions and seek the knowledge, but they don't want to take action.
Yeah.
Like anything, like just one more question so I don't have to take action. Like just one more video on how to do drop shipping before I actually start designing my store.
Yeah,
procrastination. Or before I start looking for the product. Or before I start like building the business model, right? Like, it's always, but once you start taking action, what I realized is, because I used to be a lazy piece of shit, dude. Like, I used to sit there and just feel like watching all these videos, and like, yeah, I did learn stuff, and it did help me get the foundation of what I can do. But once I started taking action, you start realizing that you're breaking down problem to problem, and it's like you start to gain momentum. And so you don't want to break that momentum by going out and partying. You're like, oh, we got it lined up for tomorrow. Like, I'm excited to crack that down, because you kind of get this dopamine when you're not drinking, you're not smoking weed, you're not smoking cigarettes, you're not doing anything that's causing dopamine. You're getting the dopamine from the achievements that you're hitting in your goals. So then you start to get addicted to it. So you get addicted to taking action. And then it's like a long-lasting feeling. It's really nice to feel. It's way better than a drug or anything.
As far as like consuming content, because I used to have, and I kind of still have this bad for habit, I like to watch a lot of Eman Gazi, Alex Hormozy videos, podcasts, and not really taking action. Well, nah, that's kind of a bad question, because I already know the answer. Never mind. They go back to the
podcast. No.
I already know the answer is.
I think I still kind of do the same thing. Like, when I'm done with my tasks, I'll sit there and I'll kind of watch their stuff. I don't like Eman Gazi just for the fact that he just kind of says how he's better than you and how I'm a rare specimen and you'll never actually be able to achieve what I've been able to achieve. It's like unrealistic for you to think that you can achieve this. He doesn't actually show you how to run a Facebook ads campaign. He doesn't show you how to do anything of like value. Like,
I think he'll tell you to do it, join his course. And then I heard his course is mid.
No, his course is just telling you need to switch your mindset. Like, I'll tell you right now, you're being a little bitch. Like, are you out of your mind? Bro, like, you don't need to spend $1,800 to buy my course. I'm not going to charge you for that. Like, most likely you're being a little bitch, and most people know that. Yeah. So, man, I'm not a fan of Eman Gazi. I am a fan of Alex Hormozy, because he'll show you, like, how to actually run and operate a business to a certain extent. Like, he'll tell you, like, you go look up Alex Hormozy margin. If you don't understand the margin equation, and it's a lot to grasp, you're gonna have to watch it a couple times. I still go back to it, like, when I'm calculating it, because it's like it's a lot. Calculating margin, so knowing what you're actually able to charge to know if you have a healthy business. So if you don't understand that equation, you don't understand business at all. So, like, that's the first thing you should go and understand about business, is that equation. So Alex Hormozy, fantastic. Binge any one of his videos. It's getting more engagement heavy, where it's more about how do we get more views instead of this niche, like, hey, we're focusing on really helping people to build a business. It's more entertainment. It's going towards more of this entertainment wise as they're scaling. They're pushing like $250,000 a year, I think, through their content budget. So, like, what they're spending on YouTube and so it's getting really like, hey, how do we get more views and exposure? Which I don't blame him. Like, I really don't blame him for going that route. But his older stuff is really like that gold, like that stuff that will really be eye expanding for you. For like, dude, learn how to build a sales funnel, learn how to write decent copy, and you got this tool, ChatGPT, that can really just, it's blown my mind away every day. Learn then how to run a Facebook ads campaign, because if you learn how to market and you know how to sell, you just have to find a product. Anything, you can sell anything. You can start selling iPhones and like create your own phone and start selling, because we all know iPhones are going downhill. Apple's not. Ever since Steve Jobs, things have been getting a little downhill. So there's definitely.
So with consuming content, you don't. So your advice would be to not consume as much and take more action, or would it be like
take more action for sure?
Okay, take more action. Okay.
But like, I would also say if you are going to consume content, be more choosy with what content you're consuming.
Yeah,
like
100%.
More hyping you? Is it more like hyping you up and like making you, or is it making you feel bad about yourself? Or are they trying to sell you? This is it. Are they trying to sell you a dream, or are they giving you things to implement? If they're giving you actions that you can implement, that's good content. But if they're showing you their Lamborghini and they're showing you, I bought this house and this is blah blah blah, don't listen to them, bro. They're just gonna try to sell you a course, and odds are in their course they're just gonna talk about mindset.
Yeah, that's what most of them do. Yeah, they sell a course. Yeah, the only
I'm
way
a
to
fan
get
of courses, bro. Like there are some good courses.
I've been in a lot of courses. I think like 5 or 6. I've been in a lot of courses.
Yeah,
I'm starting to sign Andrew Tate course.
Yeah,
got a lot of value stuff up in there too.
You just gotta vet them out. Like you gotta look at the reviews. You gotta talk to people that taking the course and be like, where are you at, bro? Like, why are you not super successful? What have you not done? And like, almost interview them, right? Like, or just look online. Like, there's gonna be Reddit. Like, just do Iman Ghazi's course Reddit, and then you'll learn all about it. But I got like files of it. Someone sent me it, and I just looked at it. And I was like, yeah, this is all crap, bro.
Oh damn, they leaked it.
Yeah, people be trying to send me all the time too. I ain't gonna lie, but they be trying to charge me for it. I'm like, I'm not paying for your course. Fuck that shit.
A lot of people that. So you can finish.
Oh no, I was just saying one of my friends had it, so I was able to see it through him. And I was like, yo, this is dog shit. It's literally just him saying you got to switch your mindset. Like that's the most ridiculous thing. You're gonna pay money for someone to tell you you need to fix your mindset. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
I'd be so pissed. I'd be so mad.
And then somebody like me, I actually think that they'll have like a lot of value in that, the way he talk about it, the way he hype it up and stuff like that. Damn.
Yeah.
All right, then that was a lot of damn information. I appreciate the
appreciate
information.
I appreciate you guys for having me. This is fun.
One of the final questions I wanted to ask, right, for all the ladies watching, see if they wanted to marry or be with the famous Ryan, right?
Oh,
what traits or characteristics a woman must have to get their attention?
Ideally,
Ideally,
if I had my girl, bro, it would be like a girl like Layla Hormozi, like Alice Hormozi's girl. She's in the business. She's able to manage people, and like we're building an empire together. Like I would totally. The only time I'd get married is if it was to a girl where it was like, okay, she understands how to manage people, or she knows sales, or she knows something with business, right? And she's focused on building a business and building an empire. That is what she cares about. So then we come together. You got me, you got her, and we're coming together to build this empire. And the only way is at the top. And so yeah, she's owed 50% of what I own. Like if she helped me build 50% of the empire, she's owed 50% of the money. Like that, there's no question in my mind. I won't have a prenup. I won't have anything. But that's a large ass. Like that's
like in the dream world.
Yeah, that's
like
rare,
bro. Like that's like 1 in a billion. So I know not a lot of girls are into business like that. Not saying that they couldn't be. Layla's proof, but it's very rare. But I would say other than that, in a more realistic level, is just you have to have a purpose, something that's waking you up in the morning as a girl. Like I don't have time to be texting you all day. So you need something taking up your time. Otherwise, you're just going to be desperate for my attention. It's going to drive you nuts. You're going to think I'm like doing all this fuckboy shit, and I'm really just building a business. So like, I don't have time for your drama. You're going to bring girls that don't have shit going on, and they don't have a purpose or anything that gets them excited to live life besides scrolling through TikTok, going to the club, getting fucked up.
Netflix.
They create drama and they create problems. That's all those girls do. And I'm not saying that you can't go have your fun and go fuck around. Like, yeah, you get with those type of girls, but I'm not looking at you seriously. You gotta have a purpose.
It's so annoying.
You gotta just have a purpose. You know, like a girl's not gonna like you if you don't have a purpose as a man, and I'm not gonna like a girl if she doesn't have a purpose as a woman.
Okay,
it's just that.
Facts, bro.
Shit.
That shit's the most annoying shit, bro. When the girl think you talking to another girl.
Oh God.
I'm working. So why you taking all day to text me back? I'm doing cold calls right now. Can you wait? Like that shit is so annoying. So if you are a lady and you watching right now, don't do that. Men want peace. They don't want.
I mean, it depends. It depends on the guy that you're messing with too. Like, are you that guy that is sitting down building a business, or are you this guy that's like just working this job and you know that he's just kind of fucking around? Like he just seems like that guy. Like when you're with him, does he seem more focused on his business? I mean, I guess, is he business oriented? Is he an entrepreneur if he's not? Like, I don't know. I don't really resonate with people that aren't on this entrepreneur path anymore, because they kind of start to look at you like, this is why I've lost a lot of friends, is I'm very in your face. I tell you my honest opinion, even if it offends you. I don't care about your emotions because I don't care about mine. It's nothing personal.
Facts.
It is what it is. So I got a lot of friends that get pissed off and they're like, well, you should be a little more sensitive to my situation. I've had a rough life. And I was like, me too. But I'm not letting that hold me back.
Exactly.
Bro.
I'm trying, bro. Exactly. And I can't be around people that aren't trying. You could be still a loser. You could still be failing like a motherfucker. But if you're trying, I'm still going to be friends with you. I'm going to be like, bro, fucking, what did you learn though? And then I get to learn from him from fucking messing up. Or I can help guide him because I was like, dude, I did that same thing. Next time, do this. Or, like, you know what I mean? But as long as you're trying. But if you're sitting there and it's like, I'm fine with working at Petco for the rest of my life, fuck off. I don't want that, bro, at all. Like, sorry, Jake. Like, that's it.
That's why I ain't got no friends. Like,
exactly.
Everybody's too satisfied with what they got going on right now. They're not focused on the future and what's gonna, you know what I'm saying, how they end. They're not focused on the end goal. They just want to work at fucking McDonald's, get a little fucking $15 an hour and move on with life.
Bro, they way too comfortable being uncomfortable, bro. And nobody that see themselves in the future, you know, bro, nobody will be surrounded by it. And then especially imagine having a friend that act off his emotions, bro. Like, I don't feel like working today, bro. I don't feel like doing a podcast today, bro. Blah, blah, blah. Hell no. Hey, by the way, I had an excuse Monday. I was sick. I was throwing up. Don't be on my ass. Y'all know I would have fought through it if I was sick, bro. I was too weak to get out.
But like the reason why they're too comfortable being uncomfortable is because they have all these things that comfort them, like smoking weed, playing video games. All this shit is to comfort them. So what they don't really realize what's really going on because they just numb themselves to it with all this bullshit that they consume.
Chasing dopamine.
Yeah. So
and then they try they try their absolute hardest to run away from reality when the future is gonna smack them in the face regardless, bro. After that high done with the weed, what they try to light up another blunt. You cannot run from reality, bro. You can't run from
the vapes and stuff, bro. They got everything they do right now.
I did all of it. I've done more dumb shit than you can even imagine, but I didn't even think I'd ever pull myself out of it, but eventually you just wake up and you're like, you either keep going with it or you have enough, and it just clicks in your brain.
Who would you say helped you like wake up? Was it yourself? Because for me personally, I know it was like seeing Tate and more of the Red Pill content.
I had a really bad experience with friends where my friends did something that, like, I lost two of my best friends, and the situation with it it really, I would say in a way it jaded me into a way
like they passed away, or like you just like cut them off as friends.
No, they just did some fuck shit, and so I was like, I cut them off, and so that really just got my mentality on a streak of like, I have to get it now. Like, I don't know, you know how you hear these guys that they're in the gym, right, and they're like, my girlfriend broke my heart and now I'm gonna show her. It's like super pathetic. Like, you're making it about a girl. I've never had a girl like break my heart. I've never been heartbroken by a girl or like let some shit. But like your boys, your friends who you thought you were family, they go and stab your back, bro. That broke my heart, bro. And that crushed me in a way where it was like, even I think it would be stronger than just some girl, because it wasn't about like, now I'm jaded in a way where I have to go fucking like get other girls. It was like in a way where it's like I saw them stab me in the back for money, so it was like, damn, I gotta get it. Like, I gotta get my money up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was more about like, guys will get jaded and be like, I'm gonna get a good rocking body so then I can go get a hotter girl. It's like, no, my boys fucking stabbed me in the back and did some fucking sketchy ass shit. Then I gotta fucking skyrocket and make a bunch of fucking money. So,
damn. Yep. It's always that struggle, that trauma that really makes a man, you know, like, it's like light a fire in you. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it like, you know, get your blood flowing, as I said, like that, you know, just make you want to get right, bro. Like mine was separating from my mom. I had to put myself in an uncomfortable situation so I could be comfortable in the future, so I could be able to retire, all this. And my family, they all think I'm a dickhead, blah, 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 because I left the home when I graduated and shit like that. But they just got to understand it's what I got to do. I don't want my mom working another day. And neither should nobody else, but they all comfortable working at Burger King and shit, which is cool. If y'all want to do that, they ain't got nothing to do with me. Just shit.
I mean, do your thing, man. Like, as long as you have a vision and you're taking action, a lot of people don't have that, or they have the vision, or no, they had the vision. I think a lot of people are dreamers, but there's not a lot of doers. And I've been a dreamer for a long time, and it doesn't get you anywhere. You just start like creating scenarios in your head, but you're never actually taking steps towards it. It's like when you're a kid, you're like, you're like a kid. There's like, what was your dream as a kid, right? Like, some kids want to be like firemen or like an actor, but how are you going to auditions? Like, if you want to be an actor, are you going to go audition for movies? Are you asking your parents, hey, take me to this audition or do this? No, you're just like, oh, one day I'll wake up and I'll just be this guy. Like, I'm going to grow up and just be this guy, but you're not taking action. Like, I don't know. I feel like my perspective as a kid is I always kind of thought that, like, oh, when I grow up, I'm going to be. Instead of, like, I'm going to start doing this now so that I can be. You know what I mean?
Facts. I know. It's like you dream about the end result, and you don't put in the work to get to the end result. It's just
you're not focusing on the present, on how you're going to get there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I understand.
Good point. Hey, I hope y'all listening, because all our supporters, like our supporters make they're in like what, 9th grade, 10th grade.
They are under like 15, 16 years old, so they young
graduate from high school and shit.
Hey,
make sure y'all
if
take
you're in like high school in this younger time period, the earlier you can start on this path, the better you'll be.
100%.
And I think because of this red pill stuff, and a lot of this, there's going to be a lot of younger rich people. Like, just because they're going to take action sooner. Because a lot of the times, like, think about our parents' age or like even your grandparents' age, they had to like meet somebody to even get their wavelength like that, because all they had was their worldview. But now you have the internet on your cell phone. You've got everything, and you get to see every day all these Luke Bellamars or Andrew Tates with all this money or these drop shipping things, and you get to take action today in 8th grade, in whatever grade you are, and you get to realize that it's all on you. Get good grades to please your parents, and just do it because that's going to teach you discipline. Do it because it's going to teach you discipline, but don't think that that's going to make you successful. Unless you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, or something that you're required to have a degree, don't let your parents tell you that you need a degree. But what you do need to understand is you have to take action if you're not going to depend on a degree.
Bro.
So you have to take action as soon as humanly possible. And if that means not playing Fortnite, if that means not playing whatever game you want to go play, and you're just going to learn, that's what it takes. And if you don't want to sacrifice that, you're not going to get it.
Bro, y'all are so lucky to be getting advice like
this. That's what I'm saying.
I wish I had somebody talking to me like this when I was in high school, bro. Maybe I would have.
Bro, I wish I had somebody talking to me like this, bro.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of why we started the podcast too. Like, it's like, you know, it's kind of like a big brother to little brother situation.
Yeah, that's like my whole slogan on Instagram, I guess, is like the internet's older brother, because I'm just trying to help motherfuckers figure it out, bro. Yeah, like, I'm not saying this like I'm so like ahead of you guys. It's more like, bro, I really want to just do it, and then once I'm like really there, it's like, bro, you got to see me all the way, the way.
100%.
Like, if I can do it, motherfucker, dude, like anyone can. I swear. And I know everybody says that, but like, I truthfully, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the truth at the end of the
I've
day.
just made some progress. Like, I'm on the progress track. I'm not even at the top of the mountain, bro. Like, if I can make progress, you can make progress, motherfucker. You know?
We all human. We all have the same 24 hours at the end of the day. That's what you use it
bro.
for.
And then they'll hate us, bro, because we'll be speaking straight facts. Like, you know how like most people had that selfish thought, oh yeah, I'm depressed, I'm the only person going through this, blah, blah, blah. When they got somebody in a weird situation than you, like they got a kid that mama and dad abandoned him, put him in an orphanage and all this extra shit, and you don't hear him complaining, and they got a kid with cancer that's probably gonna die this year, and you don't hear him saying that he's depressed, you know? So just that selfish thought of them just thinking that they're the only people that go through stuff, bro. And I had to lose that thought myself too. And that's what's most definitely helping.
Yeah.
But shit, we don't want to hold you for too much longer, Ryan. Appreciate you for coming on.
Appreciate you for real.
Yeah,
Appreciate all the info that you dropped, all the gems.
I learned a lot. I ain't gonna cap. I learned a lot.
I mean, I had fun, guys. I definitely had fun.
Yeah, make sure you guys follow Ryan on Instagram, all that good stuff, right?
Appreciate you guys watching too.
Yeah, facts.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all, link in the description for all Ryan socials. You have YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's just Ryan Korsz. I'm probably more active on like Instagram for now, but
I followed you on Instagram.
Yeah, hell yeah. I got I've got like 1 or 2 long form content videos, but I'm really going heavy on trying to get one out a week or one every 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's hard to work it in with like business stuff because it does take time to write the script and then do that. Some people are just maniacs and like Elon Musk running 4 businesses, but yeah, I've got someone editing a video right now that I'm planning on probably releasing next week, so you can look out for that. That's the first video is how to take over the world, and it's going to be based off of mindset stuff. So if you're going to pay $1,800 for someone's course, you might as well watch a free video, right?
I'm gonna tune in for sure. Hey y'all, but all the links gonna be in the description, so you lazy motherfuckers don't gotta type that all in the YouTube. Just hit top link in the description is gonna say guest socials. Make sure y'all click it and show some love, bro. Cause this man dropped some fire for y'all for free, which he did not have to, bro. That's life experience. Everything he learned, just shared with y'all for free. So at least you could do is drop him a follow and show some love, bro. And
awesome.
We gonna call it a night.
Podcast.
Right, y'all keep becoming best version of yourselves, bro.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, boys.
Appreciate you, bro.